A Yoruba lady was cast into the winds by the gods of the lands. Here is how. Once upon a time, in the ancient lands of the Yoruba people, there was a mighty goddess named Oya. She was the goddess of storms, winds, and transformation, feared and revered by mortals and immortals alike. Oya was not just a goddess of nature's fury. She was also a fearless warrior, protector of the weak and guardian of the spirit world. Legends say that Oya was born with the wind howling through the skies and thunder roaring in the heavens. From the moment she took her first breath, the trees swayed and the rivers raged. She was destined for greatness, her spirit unbreakable like the strongest whirlwind. Her father, the Sky King, and her mother, the River Queen, saw her power and knew she would rule the forces of nature. As Oya grew, she mastered the art of war, wielding two swords that could cut through anything. She was a swift rider, commanding a mighty buffalo as her steed. No enemy could stand against her, and even the gods admired her strength. In the mortal world, there was a great warrior king named Sango, ruler of Oyo. He was fierce and mighty, wielding the power of thunder and fire. Many feared him, but when he heard of Oya's strength, he sought her out, not for battle, but for alliance. "Oya," he declared, "your power rivals even the gods. Fight by my side, and together we shall make Oyo the greatest kingdom the world has ever seen." Oya, intrigued by the king's boldness, agreed. She rode beside him into battle, and wherever she fought, storms followed. Her winds howled through the battlefield, blinding enemies with dust and scattering their armies like leaves. With Shango's thunder and Oya's storms, no kingdom could stand against Oyo. Oya's power grew, and with it came the jealousy of the other gods. They whispered among themselves, fearing that she would become too powerful, that she would challenge their rule. The god of trickery, Eshu, devised a plan. He spread lies, saying that Oya planned to overthrow the gods and take the heavens for herself. The supreme god, Olodumare, called Oya to his throne and demanded an explanation. "Do you seek to take the heavens, Oya?" he asked. Oya, fierce but honorable, spoke boldly. "I seek only to protect those who cannot protect themselves. I have no wish for the throne of the gods." But the gods would not listen. They cursed Oya, binding her spirit to the winds, forcing her to wander the earth as a restless storm. Banished from the heavens, Oya did not despair. She embraced her fate, becoming the eternal storm that swept across the lands, bringing change wherever she went. She tore down the old to make way for the new, teaching the people that even destruction is part of creation. To this day, when the winds howl and the storms rage, the people say, "Oya is riding." They know she is near, watching over them, a warrior who could never be defeated, a goddess whose power could never be contained. And so Oya, the warrior goddess of storms, remains an unbreakable force, feared by some, loved by many, but forgotten by none.